how other Africans view Ghanaians. Let's start from there. Generally speaking, how do you, and let's have you introduce yourself first of all so people can put it in the proper context. Please introduce yourself to us.
My name is Abdoulaye Diallo. I am currently serving as the president of the Guinea USA Chamber of Commerce. This is an organization that helps Guinean people living here in the United States that are doing business, basically find their way. And also, we also help American companies that are interested in investing in Guinea. We guide them, create the proper connections for them to make sure everything goes smoothly. So that's what we do. And I've been president for about a year now. And this is a 2-year term. The chamber is fairly new. I am the first elected president of this chamber. After that, maybe somebody else will come and replace me, but I will stay within the chamber and continue helping.
Or you might be re-elected, correct?
Yeah, I might be re-elected, but it is a lot of work. I don't think I will be seeking another term.
Well, judging from your acumen, I would pray that they re-elect you for the benefit of that same organization. Thank you very much, Abdoulaye. So you also are very active in your community, right? Apart from the business and all that, you're also a very social person. You're a very, active person among the Guinean community.
That is true. I led many other organizations before leading the Guinean president. For instance, there is an organization called Portal Fib Antalimin United for Development. I was president of that organization for about 4 years. I'm still involved with that organization, and we organize a lot of cultural events. We organize demonstrations when there are violations of human rights in Guinea. We also do advocating and help people, guide them when they want to start a business, when they need funding, things like that. Through that organization, we finance or help more than 1,500 people get access to business financing. We help more than 500 people have housing, like whether they buying a house or they looking for a low-income housing. So I am active with that, and we organize a lot of conferences within that organization as well.
I see. All right. So now back to that question that I asked you. Generally speaking, have you encountered Ghanaians? What do you know about the country Ghana? How do you feel about Ghanaians in general? Let's start from there.
All right. It is a very wide question. I know many Ghanaians, Mr. Kwesi Bako being one of them. And when talking about Ghana, there are many things that come to mind in the political context, in the economical context. The people of Ghana, the culture of Ghana, the history of Ghana. So all that comes to mind. So I don't know which one should we start with. Because there are a lot to say when it comes to Ghana.
So, well, when you meet a Ghanaian person, first of all, and let me share this. Maybe you remember, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
But we worked in a certain facility, maximum.
That is true.
Facility at some point, you and I. And I remember the first day I walked in, and you came to me, and I mean, I was surrounded by all different people, and all of a sudden you walked to me and you kind of like, I felt like you were like, hey, guys, stand aside. He's my brother, leave him to me. Like,
exactly. Because like,
I felt such a connection straight away. Is it just because I was African, or did it have something to do with me being from Ghana?
It had something to do with you being Ghana. And prior to meeting you, I met with Ghanaian people before. I found them to be friendly, vibrant, hospital people, and really very welcoming. The only sad part about meeting the Ghanaians, all the Ghanaians I met them in the workplace. So I couldn't really be that free, have that
social, like that.
open, interaction with things. So I have to keep that professional level because it is at workplace. But in general, all the Ghanaians I met, they are friendly people, vibrant people, hospitable, very welcoming. And that's why when I knew you were from Ghana, I felt like He's my brother. He's one of me. He's part of me. We are all from West Africa. We share this common history, particularly because of the relation between Sekou Touré and Kwame Nkrumah
right.
and all that. So,
and we used to talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Back in the office, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, from news point of view, from what you also hear about Ghana, what's your read? What do you hear about Ghana?
Right now, my reading and my interaction about with people about Ghana is that when it comes to politics, Ghana has been really thriving since 1992. There haven't been any major political issues, and Ghana is right now considered as a role model when it comes to democracy in West Africa. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect. There are still little things to do here and there. But when you compare Ghana to the rest of the countries in the ECOWAS system, Ghana is right up there compared to the rest of the countries. So this is something really positive, and it is one of the rare country, except maybe Senegal, where you see an opposition candidate come and beat the incumbent president or the ruling party. So this is something really positive about Ghana that people talk about. People who actually are not from Ghana, they talk about and say, look at Ghana, why can't we be like them? Look at Senegal, why can't we be like them? So this is something really positive that I discussed with people concerning Ghana.
I see. Now, let's talk about our culture also. We share a whole lot in common.
That's
a whole lot, right? When you meet a Ghanaian person, what are some of the similarities that you find with them? And what are some of the differences that you find with them?
So the major similarities come with the food. So like we share a lot of food.
We're saving that for last, but since we started talking about food already.
Yeah. So food is something we share in common, like the futu and many other food related to that. And I like the dry fish. I know Ghanaian consume a lot of dry fish. When I used to live in Brooklyn, I used to go to a Ghana store to buy dry fish. That's the only place I could find the fish I really enjoyed. So that's one of it. And the other part, like one of the differences is the festivals. Ghana organizes a lot of festivals that we don't organize in my country, and these are like cultural rich festivals that I really love. I sometimes go to YouTube, Google them, watch, and I truly enjoy it. And your clothes, kente, proper to Ghana, like that's a true Ghanaian identity. I don't know if Ghana has done any major work to protect the
copyright. I hear a lot of talk in that regard, but I don't think anything has really been done.
So something needs to be done before people start making like a knockoff or fake kintes to protect them. Like in Guinea, for instance, we have, depending on which region you live, we have different type of clothing that are like traditional. For instance, in the Fouta Djallon region, we have something that's called a lipi. Right now,
is that a mud cloth? Is that what we call mud cloth?
It's not mud really. It's done with some coloring. They use some type of leaf to color it. It's usually like dark blue and white, and they have different type of drawing on them. So as of today, it has been protected because before the protection came in, some Chinese companies started producing the same type of clothes. And then right there and then people started, and when they protected the copyright, nobody is allowed to make something that look like it.
That's now interesting.
There is a mud cloth that is done in the forest region. That is also on the point of being protected. It is only done right now in that part of Guinea, and everybody love it. We all wear it. Doesn't matter which region you are from in Guinea. We wear it because like it's like a cultural identity. It's something that belongs to us. It identifies us.
I see. Wow. I am learning more than I thought I would be today. Seriously. Okay. Now, Abdul, before we go, let me kick back a little bit to something you said. Ghana, Guinea, Mali, that alliance, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that the people of these countries have not done enough to sustain that noble idea, even though we don't share geographical borders physically? There was this grand idea of forming a union, which really and truly, the difference between that and the AES, for instance, is that the AES share actual geographical borders, right? Yeah. But do you think we've done enough? Do you think it's something we should possibly revisit as, for our politicians to look back at? The Ghana-Guinea-Mali alliance? Or maybe it's Ghana-Guinea AES, since Mali is part of the AES now.
I think we dropped the ball on the Guinea-Ghana-Mali alliance. We dropped the ball since independence. This was an ideal that was created to fight colonization, and it wasn't just like the physical colonization, it was also the colonization of ideas. Like right now, colonization has moved from a country coming to annex others and enslave them to enslaving their ideas, like making sure they think the way they want them to think, making sure they basically eat what they want them to eat, and sleep where they want them to sleep, get treated where they want them to be treated. Now, the initial idea between the Guinea, Mali, and Ghana was really to have these cultural, cultural values that we share, and try to basically expand it to the rest of the West Africa. If you look at these three countries, all the major ethnic group in West Africa, except maybe Mauritania, every other ethnic group is part of these three countries, every single one. So by coming together and put those cultural values together, share them, make sure everybody else basically work with the same ideal, this will have created a strong bond between West Africans, and a lot of things that are happening today will have been prevented. We could have been basically autonomous when it comes to food. We could have been creating our own cars right now. We could have been basically manufacturing anything that we want together by sharing intellectuals, by sharing copyright,
common defense systems, and all of that,
and all that, bringing all that together and be as one. Look at today, the European Union. Look at it today. It's different countries, but you can travel from one country, like from east to west, from north to south, without being stopped because of that basically common bond they have. Why can we do that? And this was the idea that was created during the fight for independence by the then leaders. However, few things happened. The first people I blame who dropped that ball are the leaders who created the ideal themselves, because they didn't fight enough to make people understand what it is about. And then instead of basically protecting the people, they went ahead and oppressed. Many of them oppressed the people they were ruling, which instead of people admiring or loving their idea, people ended up hating them. This is where the problem started.
I see. Wow. Interesting. Abdul, thank you so very much. Thank you very much. But before we go,
yes,
and I will advise you to answer this very carefully, because your safety depends on it. Be warned.
Okay.
Ghana versus Nigerian jollof. Which one is it? Have you had both? First of all.
Radio culture.
So,
trust.
Ghana versus Nigerian jollof. I love both them.
Nigerian jollof and Ghana jollof.
I love both of them. Before I speak about jollof, I want to speak about something else that is related to culture. Ghanaian movies. I don't know if you noticed, but Nigeria is outshining Ghana when it comes to motion pictures.
Fact.
Even movies that made by Ghana right now are attributed to Nigeria. So something needs to be done by Ghanaians about that. You need to start promoting more the movies. I watch Ghanaian movies and I know they are good movies, something that is really educational, that really help people learn about the values of Ghana. But 90% out of the time, you can be watching a Ghanaian movie and associated to Nigeria, thinking like it is a Nigerian movie. So the branding, Ghana need to do something about branding those movies to make sure it is recognized worldwide by people who are watching them. Now, coming back to the jollof rice, they're all good. I love all of them. I don't want to say I prefer this one of that, but I want to say this. All of them stole it from Senegal. Okay?
Basically, though, that's what makes it funny, isn't it?
So that's what it is.
And you are closer to Senegal. Do you make better jollof rice than both Ghana and Nigeria?
I think it depends on the taste. Like me, I don't like oil.
Okay.
I prefer the Ghanaian and Nigerian jollof rice because it has less fat than the Senegalese.
Okay.
Because of the oil. But when it comes to taste, it really the Senegalese jollof rice tastes far better.
What's the national dish of Guinea?
Very difficult to answer because like Guinea has 4 different regions. And all those 4 different regions have different culture, different values, different dishes.
I see.
So when it comes to Fouta Djallon, I'll say the main dish is lakiri. You call that maybe couscous, and we serve it. It's like corn, served with usually milk, or like some people have it with a stew, like chicken stew or beef stew, things like that. When you go to Upper Guinea, that we call Hot Guinea, where the Mandingo area live, that's sto, also known as futu. That is the main dish there, and it is also known in the forest area. Now, when you come to the Lower Guinea, Basque Guinea, where I was born and raised, that's where you really, really enjoy dishes that are related to fish, particularly dry fish. I love those dishes. So even though my origin is Fouta Djallon, I was born and raised in Basque, which is the Lower Guinea. I identify more with that culture than my own cultural heritage.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, my brother, thank you very much for doing me the honors today. And we'll be calling you back, not just to talk about how other Africans see Ghana and about jollof rice and all of that, but also to talk about some quite serious stuff. The stuff that you're involved in, the Chamber of Commerce and all that.
Okay.
We'll call you back to talk more about it. And also about the politics of Guinea.
Yeah. Politics of Guinea, politics of West Africa, because like just spoil alert, ECOWAS has lost all its credibility since the Niger military coup. So that's going to be a matter of another debate where we can discuss.
We will call you to talk about the AES. I promise you.
No problem.
And one of our next guests coming up, we will call him as well. In fact, both of my next guests coming up, because they all have something, I believe, to say about the AES. Abdul Suleiman Diallo, thank you very, very, very much.
No problem. Thank you.
To your family.
All right. Thank you.